grey aliens and the Puranic lower planets. I'm not saying all modern accounts of alien beings are true or accurate, but for the purpose of this presentation, let's assume there's fundamental realities behind it all. According to a variety of witness accounts, there's a number of different humanoid species that have visited the Earth. Given there are many human races within our experience, it's surely not surprising if other planets have that too. The most common alien race in today's media are the so-called Greys, who themselves come in various forms. There's even theories of their possible origins. Their appearance is striking, and are only around a metre tall, although some Grey types are much taller. They are connected with numerous abduction experiences, which are distressing for the victims and genetic in nature. Some suggest they are desperately trying to reproduce themselves, but more on that later. Suffice it to say, media in general depicts the Greys in a very negative light, and quite often as beings who are in collusion with secret military operations in the US. So where would the Greys belong to from the point of view of Puranic cosmology? Well, let's start with appearance. The Puranic universe is divided into 14 planetary divisions, ranked vertically according to various criteria. Beings that we humans would consider the most beautiful and blissful would be awarded the topmost rank, Krishnalok and Vaikuntha. Even in this cosmic manifestation, there are handsome and beautiful beings who belong to the higher, heavenly planets. But now, let's turn to the Greys. In stark contrast, we consider them ugly, frightening, and many witnesses have spoken of the fear they experienced during encounters. So, for the Greys, we immediately turn to the lower planets of the Puranic universe, the realms of the demons, or asuras. Of course, demons might be oversimplistic. Many might associate the word with evil beings who work for the devil, like we find in medieval Christian paintings. Asuras, demons, also appear in Hindu artwork. Are demons just aliens that we don't like? Is this even a religious topic? Well, the Greys are also associated with cattle mutilations in the US. Some conclude they are eating specific parts of cow bodies as a delicacy. In contrast, Vedic culture teaches us to love and care for cows, a species which represents Mother Earth herself. So the Greys definitely belong to a low region. They are extremely scientifically advanced, but are spiritually way down. But where in the universe exactly? The candidates. Atal is a realm which is known for its very beautiful women, although morally redundant, and the environment is beautiful too. Down a level to Vital then, a place with opulent palaces and people adorned with gold. Next down is Sutal, again a place with beautiful people and sophistication. Below that, Talatal, a realm with marvellous buildings and amazing flying craft, or vimanas. Now we reach the darker places. Perhaps we are getting closer to the Greys. Mahatal, a place of giant, angry, multi-headed serpents. Then Rasatal, enemies of the gods, who live underground like rats, always fighting. I think we're getting still closer, but let's visit Batala Loa. This is the level of the Nagas, snake-like beings who can shapeshift. They are cruel and angry by nature. Some place the reptilians here, a well-documented species. Some accounts describe that tall Greys sometimes work with the reptilians. It seems the Greys, whatever their height, may belong somewhere on Batala Loa, probably underground. Narakalok, a variety of hellish planets, are below Batala Loa. This is where the sinful are dragged in their subtle bodies to receive all kinds of horrible temporary punishment, to burn off bad karma. These places are simply for suffering. Now the Greys are low, but I'm not sure if I'd place them quite that low. So I'm still tempted to place the Greys in the lower part of Batala Loa. The tall Greys there control many of the short ones, who seem more numerous and appear to do most of the handiwork. The writer Nigel Kerner believes the short Greys with the almond-shaped eyes are biomachines, synthetic beings. How they are made is obviously beyond our understanding, but the outer skin of some Grey races may be a kind of biosuit, covering fragile organic reptilian bodies. Suits, after all, are used by human air forces and other military. If small Greys are a blend of organic and synthetic material, then it may account for their hive mind. No space for individual emotions. During human abductions, they appear to be trying to blend fertile DNA with their own clone development in an attempt to develop hybrids. You see, scientific advancement isn't necessarily parallel with spiritual values or cultural ethics. So the Greys may even be trying to create a human-like species for slave labour, and even for food. Deeply troubling. But just think of how animals have been treated in human laboratories and abattoirs, and consider how humans have treated each other. Understanding the Greys and how they fit into the Puranic world is reliant on our understanding of how the universe works. All living beings inhabit bodies like they are vessels, vehicles for the souls, the conscious selves. Through the process of reincarnation, when the body ceases to function, the soul takes on another body according to what it deserves and desires. Now, what kind of soul would take birth inside a grey alien body? One who's lacking empathy, out of touch with the supersoul, and be godless. Humanity's biggest existential threat is our headlong rush into a technologically advanced future. Already we increasingly rely on devices to the point that they are predicted to become extensions of our bodies. We are at a turning point in which our humanity is gradually being converted into an artificial format. Where will it end? Surely we must be careful. Whatever vocation we have, including one in science, we should know that compassion is the most obvious attribute of a spiritually developed person. If the visits of the Greys have been on the increase, then it is surely a warning sign. Humankind attracts the alien species it deserves. In a sense, the Greys are us, a mirror. We need to change. It's time for the re-spiritualisation of society. Don't invite these beings into your lives. Pray for the right association. Thanks for watching.